Rain hit my window hard that night.
I could hear voices below.
My heart beat fast. I stood and listened. My mother's voice came first. "She must go," she said. "Mother." Father's voice was soft. "She can't give us a child," my mother said. "She is useless." I froze. My hands shook. I stayed quiet. I heard a knock on the door. A man entered. His voice was low. "Mrs. Rayner, I have a buyer," he said. "You know my price," my mother replied. "I want more." "You will have it," the man said. "He is ready." My head felt heavy. I stepped back. My heart fell. I wanted to scream. My body moved without me. I walked away quietly. I ran to my room. My hands covered my mouth. My chest burned. They had sold me. My own parents sold me. For money. For shame, I sat on my bed. Rain hit the roof harder. My tears mixed with the cold air. I felt lost, alone. I wanted to disappear. My home felt like a cage. I packed quickly. I took a small bag. I put my clothes, a little money, and a letter inside. My letter to no one. My last hope. I opened the door quietly. The hallway was dark. The voices were still low. My heart pounded. I stepped outside. Rain soaked me instantly. I did not care. I ran. I ran far. The road was muddy and empty. My shoes were heavy with wet earth. My body ached. My chest burned. My mind was full of pain. I did not know where I would go. After hours, I saw lights. A small town. The air smelled of wood and fire. My legs felt weak. I stopped. I hid under a tree. The town was quiet. Only one light stayed on. A house with smoke from a chimney. I walked slowly. I needed help. My heart told me to go. I knocked softly. The door opened. A tall man stood there. His face was tired but kind. His boots were dirty. His hat was old. "Can I help you?" he asked. I need shelter," I said. My voice shook. "You look wet and cold," he said. "Come in." I followed him inside. The air smelled warm and safe. 5 children sat by the fire. They looked up. Quiet eyes watched me. I felt strange. "This is my home," the man said. "I am Sam Hawke." "I am Emma," I said softly. "I have nowhere to go." "You can stay," Sam said. "If you want." I looked at the children. They looked hungry. They looked tired. They looked like me, alone. I nodded. "Thank you," I whispered. "You are welcome," Sam said kindly. "You can rest here tonight." I sat by the fire. My bag was next to me. I watched the rain fall outside. My mind was heavy. My heart was heavy. My life was not the same. I thought about my parents, about the words they said, about the man who bought me, about the night I ran away. I thought about Sam and his children. They needed me. Maybe I needed them too. I closed my eyes. I wished for courage. I wished for peace. I wished to belong somewhere. I wished to forget the shame. But deep inside, I knew something was changing. My life had begun again. The fire crackled in the small room. Sam sat beside it, quiet. I stared at him, my coat still wet from the rain. "Why are you here?" I asked softly. My voice shook. He looked at me. "You had no place to go," I did not answer. I did not trust him. My life had taught me to doubt everyone. "I have a home," he said, "a small one." "But it is warm," I laughed softly. "You don't know me," he smiled faintly. "I know you need help." I studied his tired face. His eyes were kind but sad. I saw pain there. I wanted to ask more, but my lips stayed shut. "You are hurt," he said. "Not just wet and cold." "I'm fine," I lied. But I was not fine. I felt lost, he sighed. "My wife died years ago. I was left alone with 5 children. I learned what loneliness is." I stared at him. His words felt heavy. I knew loneliness. "It was my shadow. Why tell me this?" I asked. "Because I know pain," he said. "Because I know you need safety." I shifted my eyes to the floor. My fingers touched the wet wood. "And what if I cannot stay?" I whispered. "Then I will not force you," he said calmly. "But you have nowhere else to go tonight." I looked out the small window. The night was dark. The wind still moaned. I thought of my home, the one I had lost. My heart beat fast. I could not go back. I had no choice. "How much?" I asked softly. My voice was almost breaking. Sam tilted his head. "What do you mean? How much for shelter?" "For safety?" I asked. He looked surprised. "This is not a business. It is a home." I looked at him unsure. "Why help me?" "Because I choose to," he said. "Because I once had someone help me when I needed it." His words stayed with me. I studied his strong hands. They looked worn, like hands that had worked hard for years. "You live here with children?" I asked quietly. Yes, he said. 5. They are my life now. I thought about it. Children meant noise, trouble, work. But it also meant warmth, safety, a home. Why me? I asked. My voice was small. He looked at me. Because you need a home. You look like you have lost your way. I wanted to speak, but my throat was dry. My past kept me quiet. The memory of betrayal burned in me. Trust was not easy for me. Can I trust you? I asked softly. I cannot answer that, he said. But I can promise you safety. I looked into his eyes. They were steady. They did not hide truth. That frightened me. I will help you, he said finally. Stay tonight, then decide. I thought about it long. I felt cold, tired, and empty. My mind was full of questions. But my heart was quiet. I wanted rest. Why 5 children? I asked suddenly. They are all I have, he said. My family is small now, but it is my home. His voice was gentle. I did not answer. I looked out the window again. Rain tapped softly on the glass. The night felt heavy. I wanted safety, but I feared chains. I wanted freedom, but freedom felt empty now. I will stay, I said quietly. My voice was tired. For tonight, Sam nodded slowly. Tomorrow, you decide. I followed him to a small room. It smelled of wood and earth. The fire still glowed softly. 5 beds were lined up. Clothes lay folded neatly. I saw children's shoes by the door. He gave me a blanket. Rest, he said. Tomorrow will be hard. I nodded. My thoughts swirled. Trust, safety, home, prison, freedom. I could not decide. That night I lay awake. My mind went to my parents, to betrayal, to fear, to loneliness. Sam's voice echoed in my mind. You need safety. I closed my eyes. I did not know if I had found safety. The morning was quiet. I woke before the sun. I heard Lydia laughing in the kitchen. Sam was making coffee. The smell of bread filled the air. I sat outside watching the dust rise. My heart was heavy. I could not stop thinking about my past. Emma, Lydia called softly. Come eat. Her voice was careful. I stood slowly. I did not want to look at her. She knew something was wrong. I sat at the table. Clara placed a plate in front of me. You did not sleep well, she said. Her eyes searched mine. I shook my head. Why are you quiet? Sam asked. He sat across from me. His voice was calm, but his eyes were kind. I looked away. I did not want to speak. Lydia pushed her food aside. Emma, we can help you. Tell us. Her words felt gentle but firm. I swallowed. I have no story, I said quickly. My voice cracked. Clara frowned. You do, she said softly. We all have stories. Sam watched us. If you want to share, you can. No rush. His voice gave me comfort. But I kept silent. The children left the table. I stayed. My hands trembled. I thought of my home, my mother, my father. The voices in my head grew louder. They said things I tried to forget. Later, while washing dishes, I heard a knock. Sam opened the door. I saw a man stand there with an envelope. He handed it to Sam. Sam looked at me. I felt fear, Emma, he said quietly. It is for you. I took it. My hands shook. The envelope was thin, worn. My mother's handwriting stared at me. I stepped outside. My heart pounded. I tore it open. My eyes moved fast across the words. My breath caught. Dear Emma, I'm sorry. I could not tell you before. You were sold because of me. Your father and I were ashamed. I thought it was the best way. I was wrong. I am sorry. Martha dropped the letter. My hands felt cold. I could not breathe. Sold. My own family. For money. My mind filled with pain. My heart ached. Tears came without warning. I walked away. Sam followed me quietly. Emma, he said softly. I did not look at him. It is heavy, he said. I nodded. Later that day, Lydia came to me. Why did they do that? She asked. Her voice was low. I looked at her. They thought I was broken, I said. My voice was bitter. They did not see me. Clara joined us. I don't understand, she said. How can family do that? Her voice was angry and sad. I stayed silent. Sam found me near the barn. The air was warm but heavy. Emma, he said again, you are not broken. You are here now. His words were gentle. I looked at him. My chest felt tight. I feel lost, I said. My voice shook. They betrayed me. My own family. I looked at the sky. The wind touched my face. I don't know how to forgive. You don't have to forgive now, Sam said softly. But you must heal. His eyes stayed on mine. I felt something inside me shift, a strange warmth. I did not know if it was hope or pain. That night I sat by the fire. The letter burned in my hands. I stared at the flames. The house was quiet. Sam was with the children. I felt their laughter faint in the background. I touched my chest. The wound inside felt heavy. Betrayal, loneliness, shame, but also a strange comfort. Sam's quiet strength, Lydia's questions, Clara's concern. They were making me feel something I had not felt for years. I knew the road ahead was hard. But I woke early that morning. The air felt heavy. Martha's letter still burned in my mind. I held it again, reading the same words. My hands shook. "You look tired," Sam said softly when he entered the kitchen. His voice was calm, but his eyes searched mine. "I can't stop thinking about her," I said. "My mother. What she wrote." "It hurts," Sam nodded. "I know, you need to talk. You can't carry this alone. I don't know if I can talk." "I want to forget," I replied. "But it is not easy." He poured coffee for both of us. "I can sit with you." "You don't need to fight alone," I took a deep breath. "Thank you. But I feel a storm inside me. I don't know how to stop it." Sam touched my hand gently. "Storms pass, but we must stand through them." His words stayed with me all day. But my mind was not peaceful. By noon, Reed Carter came into town. He rode a black horse. His coat looked worn. His eyes were sharp. He stopped by the store where I worked with Clara. "Hello, Emma," he said with a slow smile. His voice felt cold. "How are you today?" "I am fine," I said, but my voice was short. I did not smile back. "I hear you are staying with Hawke," he said. "Why would you choose him?" I froze. "That is none of your business," I said quietly. My chest tightened. Sam appeared beside me. "Reed, is there a reason you ask?" His voice was steady but firm. Reed glanced at Sam and then looked at me again. "I just want to know." "You are new here. I find that interesting." I felt my anger rise. "I have nothing to tell you," I said, holding my ground. Reed smiled faintly. "Perhaps I will learn soon. People never hide things forever." Then he rode away without another word. I turned to Sam. "Why does he watch me like that?" "He feels dangerous," Sam frowned. "Caution is wise. But we must not let fear rule us." Clara appeared then. She looked curious. "Emma, do you know Reed?" "Only from today," I said. "I don't trust him." She nodded slowly. "He seems bad. I don't like him." That afternoon I went to the barn. My hands worked the ropes without thought. I tried to clear my mind. But every sound reminded me of Martha's letter. Her words burned in me. "You are worthless." "You are a burden," I clenched my fists. "I will show her I am not worthless," I whispered to myself. "I will find my own way." Later, Sam came to the barn. He leaned against the doorframe. "I saw Reed today." He asked questions. "You should be careful." "I know," I said. "But I feel I must act. I cannot let him or her control me." "You mean Martha?" Sam asked softly. "Yes," I said. "She sent me that letter. She wants to hurt me." "I feel it." Sam nodded slowly. "We all have storms. Yours is loud. But you don't fight it alone. Remember, I am here." I looked at him and felt a strange warmth. "Thank you, Sam. I feel safer here. But I still feel torn." That night I sat by the fire with Lydia and Clara. We spoke quietly. Lydia asked, "Do you think your mother will come?" "I don't know," I admitted. "But I want to be ready if she does." Clara reached for my hand. "We will stand with you, Emma." I smiled faintly. "Thank you. I need that courage." The wind howled outside. It felt like my own storm. I stayed awake thinking. Reed's arrival was not coincidence. Martha's betrayal was not finished. I realized my peace was fragile. I whispered to myself, "I will protect this home. I will protect them. I will not let this storm destroy us." That night, I made a promise to myself. No matter what came, I would stand strong. I would not run. I would face every storm. I woke before dawn. The sky was cold and gray. I dressed quietly. Sam still slept. I stepped outside to the barn. The children were already up. Lydia carried water. Clara fed the youngest. I watched them. My heart felt strange. I wanted to stay here forever. But my mind burned with old pain. I remembered the letter. My mother's cruel words. I kept it hidden in my bag. No one knew. I could not tell Sam yet. I did not want to break this peace. But I needed proof. Proof to feel strong again. Proof to make a choice. That morning, Sam asked me to help with the cattle deal. His voice was tired but kind. "Emma, we need every hand," I nodded. I followed him. The work was hard. The air was heavy with dust. I lifted hay, tied ropes, and led the cattle. My muscles ached, but I felt alive. The children watched me. Micah smiled shyly. Lydia looked proud. Clara whispered, "You are like family now." I smiled back. My chest felt warm, but the pain stayed. I remembered my parents selling me, my father's silence, my mother's greed. I clenched my fists. That night I sat alone. The house was quiet. Sam was with the children. I opened the letter again. My eyes burned. I read it slowly. Every word cut deeper. Betrayal was written clearly. My parents did not care about me. They sold me like property. My blood burned with anger, but I also thought of Sam, his kindness, his gentle voice. He never judged me. He only said healing begins with forgiveness. Could I forgive? My mind felt torn. I wanted revenge, but I wanted peace more. I wanted this home, this family. I remembered Clara's smile, Lydia's trust, Micah's laughter. I was part of something now. I could fight my past, or destroy my future. My heart ached with decision. I took the letter and burned it in the fireplace. Smoke curled into the night. I felt lighter. The next morning I told Sam softly, "I will stay. No revenge. I want to live here." His eyes widened. He smiled gently and said, "You chose courage, Emma. That is strength." I nodded. For the first time I felt safe. I knew my choice would change everything. I went to the barn again. The children ran to me. Lydia said, "You are part of us." Micah laughed. Clara held my hand. I smiled through tears. I chose survival. I chose home. I woke before sunrise. The wind felt cold against my skin. I heard voices outside. Sam was talking to Lydia. Their words were sharp. Reed's name came up. I knew trouble was near. I stepped outside quietly. Sam saw me. "Emma," he said softly. "We need to talk." I nodded. "About Reed?" I asked. "Yes," he said. "He said he would take this land." His voice was low. "He wants it for himself." I clenched my fists. "He won't get it." My voice sounded hard, even to me. Sam looked at me long. "You look troubled." "I can't hide it," I said. "Reed is worse than I thought." "But that is not all." He raised an eyebrow. "What else?" I took a deep breath. "My story." "You deserve to know." Sam stayed silent. I began. "My parents, they sold me. They said I was useless because I could not give them a grandchild." I felt my throat tighten. I ran away. I wanted to disappear. I never wanted this life. But I found it with you. Sam did not speak. He just listened. His eyes softened. "Emma," he said after a long pause. "I fear you will hate me," I said quietly. "You have every reason to." He shook his head. "No, I see your strength. I see your pain." I chose to forgive. Not for them, but for myself. His words struck me. "Forgive?" I asked softly. "Yes," he said. "Forgiveness is not weakness. It is freedom." I looked away. The wind moved the grass like a whisper. I felt something change inside me. I realized I could not carry my past forever. I wanted to protect this home, this family. I want to protect them, I said finally. "I will not let Reed destroy it." Sam nodded slowly. "We will stand together. Whatever comes." The children appeared at the edge of the yard. Lydia crossed her arms. "Reed is coming," she said firmly. "We should prepare." Clara stepped forward. "I don't want to lose what we have." "I won't let that happen," I told her. "We will fight for this home." Sam placed a hand on my shoulder. "We need a plan," I nodded. "We will make one tonight." That night, I sat by the fire. Sam came with 2 mugs of tea. "You are thinking hard," he said softly. "I am," I admitted. "I can't let the past decide my future." He smiled faintly. "Then choose wisely." I looked at him. His trust warmed me. I knew my choice. I would not seek revenge against my parents. I would protect this home and these children. Reed would not take it, not while I still had breath. The wind outside carried a faint warning. Danger was near. I felt it deep in my bones. I did not fear it. I knew we were ready, together. I heard a loud knock at the door. Sam frowned. "Who is it?" "My mother," I said softly. My voice shook. The door opened. Martha stood there. Her face was pale, but her eyes sharp. "I came for you, Emma," she said. "You belong with me." I stepped back. "No, I belong here." She looked at Sam and the children. "He cannot take you from me." I gave him money. I paid for you, Lydia's voice rang out. She's lying, Mama. Martha's eyes went cold. Lydia, don't speak, Sam stepped forward. Emma is with us. She chose this life. I nodded. My heart beat fast. I choose them. Not you, Martha smiled bitterly. You have no idea what you refuse. I can give you comfort, money, safety. I shook my head. You sold me once. That is enough. Her eyes narrowed. You think you are strong? You need me. I don't, I said firmly. My voice grew louder. You never loved me. You wanted to erase me. Sam placed a hand on my shoulder. Emma, don't fight this alone. I looked at him. He gave a small nod. We face her together. Martha's face twisted in anger. I gave you life. I gave you a name. You gave me chains, I said. Chains made of lies, my voice cracked. I fought my tears. You sold me because I could not give you grandchildren. Micah stepped beside me. That is wrong. She is family. She is not my family, I said softly. Family protects, not sells. Clara moved forward. Mama, stop, please. Martha ignored her. Emma, think. You have a future with me. With money, you will never need to work. I looked at her. I work now, and I have a home that I love. Lydia crossed her arms. You broke her heart, Mama. You lied to her. Martha's eyes glistened with tears. I only did what was best for her. For you, I said. Not me. Silence filled the room. I felt every breath. My hands shook, but my voice stayed strong. I forgive you, but I will not go with you. I am free now. Martha looked at Sam. You took her from me. I gave her choice, Sam said quietly. She chose me. She turned away. Her shoulders shook. I thought I knew you. I know myself now, I said. She left without another word. The door slammed behind her. I stood still, breathing hard. Sam came close. Emma? I smiled faintly. It is over. But something still waits. Lydia took my hand. We are with you. Clara nodded. Always. Micah hugged me. You are my mama now. Sam placed his hand over mine. We will face what comes, together. I looked at them. My heart swelled with a strange warmth. I am home. But in my mind, I knew Reed's plan still waited. I knew my reckoning was not finished. The wind was sharp that morning. I woke before dawn. My hands felt cold. I heard shouting outside. My heart jumped. I ran to the window. Dust rose over the fence. Riders came fast. Reed, his men, guns. I knew this was the end of peace. Sam, I shouted. They are coming! I grabbed my coat and ran. Sam stood at the gate. His face was hard. We have to fight, he said. His voice shook. They want the land. They want us gone. I looked at him. We cannot lose, not now. Not ever. My voice felt small but strong. Lydia came running. Mama, I mean Emma, she cried. She looked scared. Caleb, Micah, and Clara followed. Fear shone in their eyes. I pulled them close. We stay together. We fight together, I said. Sam nodded. Emma, take the children inside. I looked at him. No, I stay with you. My voice was firm. He studied me. Then he smiled softly. Then we fight side by side. The dust cloud was closer. I could hear horses. Reed's voice was loud. Hawke! You will give me your land, he shouted. I felt anger burn inside. I gripped the wooden fence. My nails dug in. My heart beat fast. I said softly, we will not let him take this home. Sam drew his gun. Hold the line, he yelled. The children hid behind barrels and hay. I stood beside Sam. My hands trembled, but I did not step back. Shots rang out. My ears hurt. I ducked low. I heard Sam shout. Then a sound like a body falling. I looked. Sam lay on the ground. Blood stained his shirt. No! I screamed. I ran to him. Sam, stay with me! I held his hand. His eyes looked at me with pain and trust. Emma, you are my home, he whispered. Tears burned my cheeks. Stay with me, I said again, my voice breaking. I looked up. Reed and his men charged closer. I turned to face them. Stop, I shouted. My voice was louder now. Leave this land. Reed laughed. You stop us? He raised his rifle. I stepped forward. Yes, I will fight for my home. My words were sharp. My heart was full. I saw Lydia peek from behind the hay. Her eyes shone. Caleb, Micah, Clara. They all stood strong. Sam struggled to stand. I helped him up. We finished this together, I said. We fought with everything. My hands were raw, my voice hoarse. Shots, shouting, fear, hope. I kept my promise. For them. For Sam, for myself, Reed fell. His men scattered. Silence came after. The wind was calm again. I looked at Sam. He smiled weakly. We survived. I helped him to his feet. You're hurt. We need help. I held him steady. The children came forward. Lydia hugged me tight. We did it, she said softly. I looked around. My heart was heavy but full. I touched Sam's cheek. I have my home now, I said quietly. He nodded. Pain and peace mixed in his eyes. That night, we sat together near the fire. Sam held my hand. The children slept nearby. I looked at them. They were safe. We were safe. I breathed deep. I forgive, I whispered to the fire. I forgive them. I forgive myself. I looked at Sam. I choose this life. With you, with them. He squeezed my hand. We are together now. And I knew I was finally free.